I want you to close your eyes and imagine an Africa before the world knew it as a continent divided by borders. This is a story of how Africa became what it is today, and a vision of what it could become. A tale of kingdoms, conquest, resilience, and a dream of unity. Long before the world called it Africa, this land was home to empires, kingdoms, and societies as diverse as its landscapes. From the banks of the Nile to the dunes of the Sahara, from the vast savannas to the mighty rainforests, Africa was a thriving world all its own. There was Timbuktu, a city of scholars and wealth, where merchants came from far and wide, trading salt, gold, and ideas. Across the continent, the Ashanti, the Congo, the Great Zimbabwe, all these kingdoms held the knowledge, trade routes, and strength that connected Africa to the world beyond. But in the late 1800s, something changed. In 1884, a meeting took place thousands of miles away in Berlin, Germany. The men in that room had no ties to Africa, no knowledge of its cultures, and no interest in its people. Yet they gathered to divide this vibrant land among themselves as if it were a cake to be sliced. This meeting would become known as the Berlin Conference. At that table, Africa was partitioned. Each European power carved out borders to claim land, not for Africa's benefit, but for their own wealth and power. From that day, a map was drawn. A map with lines cutting through tribes, cutting through languages, cutting through histories. And, in the end, Africa was not the same. So, how was it after the scramble and partitioning of Africa? The people felt the weight of these new borders. Brothers found themselves on opposite sides. Villages that once lived in harmony were thrust into conflict, as foreign governments enforced rules and systems that were not their own. The wealth of Africa was siphoned off. Gold, diamonds, rubber, ivory, and even human beings, all to feed the industries of faraway lands. These new borders created struggles that would live on long after the colonizers left, leaving 56 countries divided but still connected by a shared history of survival. Yet, through it all, the spirit of Africa never truly broke. Decades after independence, the idea of a united Africa began to take hold, an Africa that could stand together, where borders would mean less and the strength of a shared continent would mean more. Now, imagine an Africa as one, a single entity, not 56 countries, but one unified continent. Picture it. What if we ask ourselves what will be the benefits of a united Africa? Africa, united, would become a continent of limitless potential. Picture an economy the size of which the world has never seen. Imagine African industries working together to build cars, develop technology, and create jobs, not just for one nation, but for the entire continent. Visualize a railway that stretches from Cairo to Cape Town, highways connecting east to west, a network of electricity, water, and technology binding cities and villages in a powerful web of unity. Together, we could build schools, hospitals, industries, a true foundation for future generations. Africa's voice would echo on the global stage, speaking not as a divided continent, but as one strong, united land. Imagine the cultural pride. Africans celebrating their languages, music, art, and heritage on a global platform. We would tell our own stories, share our own wonders in our own voices. This is not just a dream, it is a possibility, a future that lies within reach. But it requires courage, wisdom, and a shared vision. The journey won't be easy, but if Africa has shown us anything, it's that resilience runs deep within its soil, its rivers, its people. Let us ask ourselves, what would it take to make this vision real? What can each of us contribute to bring Africa closer, to heal the scars of division and to build a future for the generations to come. Because one day, when we tell the story of Africa, we want it to be a story of unity, strength, and possibility.